Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Instead of our normal Let's Play videos, I wanted to share some of my top 10 tips and tricks for the game Palia with you today. Now, these are not gold making specific, but more like some general tips and tricks to keep in mind throughout the game. So, let's get started. My number one tip that I recommend is what I like to call collection efficiency. Basically, when you're out bug catching or fishing, try to save at least one of each type of rare or epic fish you come across. You never know when you're going to need it for a collection, and saving at least one of the rare and epic types will help you complete your collections a lot faster and with a lot less frustration. Also, be sure to store these bugs and fish in a locked chest so that way you don't accidentally make sushi out of them. Speaking of locked storage chests, you can pick up the recipe for these special chests in Tish's Furniture Shop for 1,000 gold, and you can craft up to 3 of them for your plot. Items that get stored in these chests will not be used in recipes or in crafting. One idea on what to store in these chests are things that are a bit rarer to find or that you want to make sure you don't use. Some examples are rare bugs, rare fish, and some rare spices such as dari cloves and heatroot. Another idea for this is to store star quality bugs and fish in here to make an aquarium or a terrarium type room for your house or on your plot. Or to save these items for future collections. When you open any inventory chest on your plot, you can access the locked chest by clicking on the chest icon in the top left corner of the inventory screen. You will notice the background of the inventory screen will turn a yellowish color when you are looking at items in the locked chests. To toggle back to your regular storage, just simply click the icon again. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, please don't forget to give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel for more gaming content. The next tip I have for you is to share nodes when you can. If you see someone running up to you when you're mining or logging, don't be afraid to share the node. Everyone that participates in the mining or the chopping gets the full loot from the node. This is also true with bug catching or when cooking recipes. When cooking, everyone that participates will get the full output or the full product from the recipe. My next tip has to do with the focus bar, which is located in the top left corner of your screen. When it's filled, it will give you a bonus to the experience you gain after completing a skill task. Having any amount of focus in your focus bar will give you a bonus experience points towards whatever skill you're doing, thus helping you to level your skills faster. Since focus gradually depletes as you complete a skill task, you will need to keep refilling it by eating. Now don't forget to level up your focus bar. There are 2 ways to level up the focus bar, and I know they can be a bit confusing early on in the game. The first way is to level up the percentage bonus that the focus bar grants you. These are the bonus experience points that you earn. To level this percentage up, you need to spend renown and commune with the Phoenix Shrine, which is located where you first materialized in the game. The second way of leveling up the focus bar is to level up the amount of focus you actually have in the bar, or how much focus you can actually carry at any time. To level this amount, you will need to spend renown and commune with the Dragon Shrine, which is located in Maji Hollow in Kilima Valley. So let's take a moment and talk about renown really quick. You can gain renown by completing all sorts of activities within the game, from friendships to quests and achievements, which is great. Just know that renown caps out at 1,000, and the game does not prevent you from getting more renown after you are capped out, meaning you can lose out on all those points. So be sure to keep an eye on your renown levels and spend it if you are getting too close to that maximum amount. My next tip has to do with crafting licenses. In Palia, if you want to put more machines on your plot, you need to have the crafting licenses to do so. Now, this might be a bit controversial, but I think these licenses are a great investment and something to work towards maxing out. However, note that they do get expensive and they will take a while. That said, a trick to these licenses is that they are tied to the plot, not the specific machine. Meaning that once you take a machine off your plot, you can replace it with a different machine and it still uses the same license, so it doesn't take away a license, if that makes any sense. Now, this tip might be a little self-explanatory, but you want to be sure to constantly check all of the nooks and crannies on the maps. This isn't a one and done kind of thing, and I think it's kind of cool how the developers did this. But as you complete quests and turn in items, new things or discoverable items will pop up around the map for you to find. So, always be exploring around and checking to see if anything new has appeared. Leveling your friendships is an important part of the game. In fact, some recipes that are necessary for collections are locked behind these friendships.
So much to tell you.
So, my next tip is to make sure that you're always chatting with the townspeople of Keikami. You can talk to people once every Palian day or about 1 hour in real time. My next tip is to be careful of what you chop down in your plot. While you can replant the 3 types of trees back onto your plot, you can only replant the medium variety. The larger or smaller versions of the trees cannot be replaced once they are chopped down. My next tip is to level up your skills. Skill levels very much matter up until around level 10. From levels 1 through 10, you're unlocking key upgrades and crafting recipes that you'll need throughout your life in Palia. From levels 10 to 20, you can unlock various decoration items from the guild store for that particular skill. And as far as I know, there's nothing currently locked behind skills beyond level 20, but personally, I think keeping your focus up as you're doing regular things is still a good idea, and I personally plan on continuing to level my skills. I see it as a just in case the developers decide to add something really cool that's locked behind a higher level in the future. Last but not least, I have a bonus trick that I think is invaluable to know about when you're out exploring. This is the Unstuck button. Let's face it, exploring around Palia is fun, and oftentimes our curiosity gets the better of us, and we end up getting stuck in places we can't quite get out of. Lucky for us, there is a chat command that will set you free instead of using your teleport home button. Just simply go into chat and type /unstuck and you will be ported to a nearby location. And there you have it, my top 10 tips and tricks for the game Palia. Each of these things has greatly helped me throughout my adventures in the game, and I hope they're helpful to you as well. I know there are tons of tips and tricks that didn't make my top 10 list. So, what are some of the best general tips that you use that were not mentioned today? I can't wait to see you in game next time. Goodbye. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more content as it greatly helps out my channel. Hope to see you soon.